Hi there everyone, it's Gloria Kremer from Oakville, Canada, and today we are going to be making this cute little card here, and it is part of my November 28th, which was yesterday, online card class. So I am running about a day behind. I do apologize, but it was a very small class, so hopefully they will forgive me. Okay. So, if this is your first time following me along, you can find my online classes, which include the kits, on meetup.com under Oakville Creative Escapes. If not, follow along and then you'll be able to make this at home. So the sentiment that I used here, and I'm just noticing I'm missing the trees and some other stuff, so I'm going to pull it out of one of my other kits. Okay, so there we go. So the trees are from, and the sentiment is from Whimsical Trees. And we'll take our little pieces out here. The embossing folder that I use for the background, I don't know if you can see it on the card. The background has the winter snow embossing folder. I'm gonna put the envelope aside, and then we're just gonna glue some of these pieces together so we don't have so much stuff lying around. Okay, so I'm gonna put this up in the corner so we can still sort of see it, and then we're gonna glue this down. So I think there is like a right way and a wrong way, so I'm gonna have these sort of facing up. So in your kit, just make sure when you glue it all down that you do that. Now, if you're wondering what it looked like done on the other side, you know what? Let's do that. We're going to use this side for our sample, just so you'll see both choices, and then you can decide which one you like more. And then for our trees, maybe we'll do shades of pink. What do you think? Now I'll let you know that for this sample here, I used Old Olive, Garden Green, and Evening Evergreen. So I sort of did light, medium, and dark color scheme, but staying within the same color family of colors. So for my pink trees, I don't even know what I'm going to use yet. I think maybe I'll use Blushing Bride and Flirty Flamingo. This could be a disaster. I don't know. I guess this doesn't really go with the, if we do the red side. Let me see if I have another one that might work better. I wonder if the green will look better. Let's try the green. This will just give us a little bit of contrast, I guess. Try something new. So how I put the ribbon on is I sort of cheat. So I do take Scotch tape and just tape it on in the back. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add the tiny piece of the score tape. Oops. Oh, there goes my dogs. There must be a delivery. So my big dog was not feeling very well last night. He was throwing up everywhere. So that was not fun. And of course he threw up all over my craft room, which is never fun. Okay, again, we're gonna stick the bow on with a glue dot. And stick that on. Okay. The next step, the sentiment is going to come from Whimsical Trees. It says, "Let your heart be light." And again, you can use any sentiment. It doesn't have to be this one. And you also don't have to use black. If you wanted to use one of the greens, it would work out well as well. And that's just going to go right under, and I'm going to pop that up with dimensionals. Okay, now we're going to take our watercolor brush, and we are going to start with the lightest color. So I think I'm going to do, I think the lightest one is Petal Pink. I hope this is still a current color. I think it is. Let's see if we see anything. Oh, you can't even see it on this one. Maybe a little bit. right, that still works. Okay, next we're going to go with our medium color, which I think would be the Blush and Thrive. And this is on watercolor paper I cut these out of. Okay, yeah, this one's a little darker. And then our third one, I'm going to be a little darker, but I'm not sure which one I should use. I don't know if Melon Mamba would be too dark, or we should maybe go with, maybe we'll try this. This is Flirty Flamingo. So let's just take it off the edge here. I don't know if this will be dark enough. Or if it will look too similar. I think it's too similar. So I ended up picking Melon Mambo. I think it will work. So we're going to let that dry. If you wanted for it to dry quicker, you can just use a heating tool. But my first two are dry, so I'm going to add the trim for the tree. Again, just using some of my Tombow glue. So ever since COVID, I have not had an at-home class. I've been doing my classes online. Sometimes the turnout is great, sometimes not so much. But I find that generally I get about 10 to 15 people who sign up. So I am very grateful for all the support. I am hoping that in 2022 I'll finally be able to do some in-person classes again. I've had a couple of my downlines come over. I think it was in the summer and in the fall, and that was really nice. But generally we've sort of just stay in touch via social media. Oops, my tree's falling off. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put dimensionals on the back of each of these trees just to pop them up. One, two, three. And then what I found was the easiest way to do this was do your middle tree first, and then you can, so put your middle tree on first, and then you can sort of gauge where the other two go. So try to find the middle. And of course, I could always like take a ruler and start measuring out, but I don't. I just eyeball it. It's a handmade card. It doesn't need to be perfect. And that was my husband off to somewhere. I sure he told me where he was going, but I don't remember where he's going, so. And then our last part is to put on our little stars. For the top of our tree. Of course, my little dog is up to something. No, he just pulled something out of the garbage. I call him my little dog, but he's 75 pounds. I don't know if that's considered little or not. I know I have some friends that when I tell them I have a big dog and a little dog, the big one is actually 91 pounds. He needs to lose some weight. Prior to COVID, he was 85, so he's put on a couple of pounds since COVID. I'm not really sure how, because we've cut back on his food, and I walk him all the time. He gets 2 good, decent walks every single day, because I am a dog walker, so I always make sure that my dogs get their walks. Okay, I think this looks okay. What do you think of that green? Does it work? Ooh, and that's my aunt calling. I'll have to call her back. So I did not put dimensionals on this piece because I figured there's enough that's popped up that we don't need to sort of pop up the other piece. So I'm supposed to see my aunt next week. We're supposed to go to the One of a Kind show. And it's been 2 years since I've seen her, so I'm really excited. However, I'm not so excited about this whole new variant that's come out. So that is a little bit concerning. My 11-year-old will be getting his first vaccine shot on Wednesday. So we're excited about that. And of course, my older son and my husband just came back yesterday from Thanksgiving with the family in Albany, New York. So that was very exciting for them. I stayed at home with our younger son because the new rule now is if you're not vaccinated, and that includes that's for children. if you're not vaccinated and you leave the country, you can't go back to school for 2 weeks. And I was like, I do not want my son at home with me for 2 weeks. I don't know about you, but I did my time last year. So we decided that he would stay at home with me. So there is our finished card. And I think this probably would have been fine if we had stuck with the red ribbon. So here's what it looks like if you use the other side of the DSP that comes with your kit. And if you color your trees pink instead of green, these are your two choices. So thanks again for joining me. Happy Monday, and we'll see you again soon.